hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're doing a really exciting video because I've been waiting to do this video / watch this anime for a very long time, and that is we are doing a review / first impression of Orange. Yeah, I'm so excited. If you've seen my top 10 most anticipated anime of summer 2016 video, you would know that number 1 was Orange. Like, I am so hyped for this. The manga is one of my favorites, if not my favorite, so I just have a lot of feelings about this before I even watched the first episode. So yeah, let's just get started before they just lose words, yep, let's get started. So the first episode, we meet our whole little gang of friends that we're going to be following, particularly the main character, Naho. And she is so cute and I love her so much. So we meet her, she's running late for school, and then she receives this letter. And we realize that it's from her future self, 10 years in the future. And Naho is 16, so her future self is 26, I'm pretty sure is the ages. But we figure out that Naho receives this letter, and Naho at first doesn't really think too much about it, but then she gets to class and she starts reading the letter, and it pretty much depicts what has already happened in the day so far. And it depicts that, oh, you're gonna have this new transfer student and he's gonna sit next to you. And then guess what happens next? A new transfer student shows up and he sits next to her. So we kind of figure out that there's something going on with this letter. Obviously there's some truth to it if so far what's happening has been 100% accurate. So we're like, whoa, what's up? Time travel situation? I don't know, but there's something going on here. And then we meet the rest of the group. So there's Naho, the girl that we're going to be following. There's Kakeru, which is the new guy. Then we have Suwa, Azu, Takako, and Hagita, and that's their little group of 6 friends. Kakeru is the new guy, and they invite him to go on they invite him to walk home with them, and they'll show him around the town because he's new there. He just moved from Tokyo. So we start to see some little relationship kind of thing, not a relationship, but we start to see connections forming between Kakeru and Naho. At one point, Azu's father owns a bread shop or a bakery, and she brings some bread buns to them, and they're all deciding who gets what. And Naho wants a curry bun, but she's the type of girl who's kind of she'd rather make other people happy, so she doesn't really care which one she gets. But apparently Kakeru notices, and he's like, hey, I'll trade with you. You can have my curry bun and I'll have your melon bun. And we see Naho begin to really kind of notice Kakeru more so than before when he was just that guy in the letter, but she notices that is he noticing her? Is he watching her? Is there something going on here? Anyways, we see this little group of friends start to form, and oh yeah, so the first day before they even start to become friends, they invite Kakeru to walk home with them, and at first he's like, I don't know, but then they convince him to walk home with them, and then that's when their beautiful friendship blooms, and that's when the whole bun situation happens and they go around town and stuff. We get to a sports day at school, and they're having sports competitions and stuff, and Kakeru doesn't participate because he's been gone for 2 weeks. Oh, that's a thing. He was absent for 2 weeks after the first day he showed up, and that was kind of weird, but everyone's kind of like, okay, whatever, he's back now, so it's all good. And he wants to play soccer, but he can't because he's like, I haven't been here. Oh, coming up next, we have Naho's next little thing with the letter, where she's participating in a baseball game, and her future self says, they're gonna ask you to be the pinch hitter, and I said no, but I want you to say yes. I don't want you to have any regrets. And that's a big thing about the anime, is no regrets. But anyways, at first Naho says no, and then she says yes because she really thinks about it, and she's like, no, I don't want to live with regrets for the next 10 years. I want to do these things, I want to do it now and not live with regrets. And then she does the thing. We see Naho and Kakeru's relationship, not boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, but just friendship, that's the correct term. Their friendships start to grow more, and we see that there's obviously going to be something between them, and I'm not going to say what happens at the end of the episode in case you're watching this without watching the episode, which I don't know why, because this is probably full of spoilers, so if you're watching my review, you should probably go watch the episode first, because I'm like spoiling everything. But anyways, I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end, just for that rare case that you haven't actually watched the show yet, but that's pretty much what happened in the show. It's really like a slice of life, romance drama type of anime. It's not like there's gonna be any huge fights or anything. It's just like day-to-day living. But obviously there's that like sci-fi type of element going on, I think, with the letter. We don't really know for sure, but obviously there's something going on if it's from her future self. So, okay, let's start with the music. First off, the opening. I loved. It was great. Like the animation, like what was happening in the opening was amazing. It made me feel all the feels. I pretty much started crying when I was watching the opening because all these feelings of like reading the manga just started like rushing to me. Like even just seeing Hagita run in the opening, how he like does his really weird run and he looks like he's trying really hard, just really got to me because it really showed that they do pay attention to detail. Like even that just little detail of Hagita running, it just really made me feel a lot. So the opening was really cool. I wasn't really sure about the vibes that they were going with for the music, because I was imagining more dramatic music happening, but that's just because it's a drama. Obviously dramatic things are going to happen later on, but I guess it went well with whatever was happening because the first episode was all like happiness and fun times. So the music seems pretty cool so far. I was a little weirded out by like one of the music choices, but it's fine, it's fine. One little thing isn't gonna ruin this for me. But overall, I really like the opening, I really like the ending. I can definitely tell that they're really gonna be using music within the anime. Like you've already seen that within just the first episode. They're really into using the music, background music. What's the actual term? Can't remember, but I'm really excited because it's a drama anime and I'm excited to see how they use the music throughout the whole series. Oh, animation so far. I really dig it. I enjoy it. It is really cool. I like how each character has been animated. They are all really cute. Suwa, love him, and Kakeru, my precious baby, and Naho, and Azu, and Takako, and Hagita. They all look really good, is what I mean to say. And so far, I really think that they're staying true to how the characters portrayed in the manga. They're all really cute. I'm excited to see Kakeru open up because in the manga I imagined him more cheerful, and I don't want to like say too much, but I'm sure he'll open up as the series progresses. Him laughing, I love when he laughs. It is just so cute. Kakeru's laugh and his smile are like my favorite parts of him, and I want to see more of Suwa. We see a lot of Azu, I feel, which I like because Azu's adorable, and I think they did a really good job with her. Takako, I'm excited to see more of her. I'm excited to see more of Hagita. I'm trying to say things without spoiling, but it's really not working, so whatever I'm saying just sounds really vague. So I feel like I should probably stop the review right now. I think they've done an amazing job so far adapting the manga to the anime. It is great. The first episode was good. There wasn't anything random added. There wasn't anything like important taken out. So I really like it so far. They've adapted the characters to the anime and their personalities, their voice acting. Good. Really enjoy it so far. I'm really happy so far. It seems like it's going in a good direction and I'm just excited to see where I'll go from here. And overall, I'm just really happy so far with the anime. I'm excited to see how it progresses. Okay, overall, I already said overall. I already did my ending statement. So yeah, can't wait for the next episode. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it wasn't too long because it probably is way too long. I'll try not to speak as much in the next couple of reviews, but I just have a lot of feelings, so please forgive me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost at 2K, so that's really exciting. Thank you guys for sticking along with me this long. And yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again, and I make a bunch of videos a weekend. Bye!